Right, welcome back. As promised, here we are on X-Plane 12, and we have the X-Trident AW-190 heli whopper. Looking good. Now, just reading Avimar saying he had bad performance in X-Plane 12 today, and Conti said the last update, the beta update. Yeah, right now I'm not seeing any bad issues. Feels fairly smooth. 60 FPS around there, so hopefully it won't get any worse. Yeah, map enhancement's working, and we've got Innsbruck from Orbix. Now, that's one thing. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me see now if I can go to sterile. Yeah, right. So I have the Moser flight stick, and what I can see now is that the Moser profile that I have literally does what it's supposed to with helicopters. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never flown a helicopter, but so you can point the stick to have the aircraft fly in a certain manner, and then just it just keeps that right. It doesn't go center, like it's not forced feedback to set or forced to center position, right? So that way, yeah, hopefully we'll manage. And I've got a collective here as well, and then hopefully we'll be able to fly this thing correctly. And Lezak, hello to you. Lezak, thanks for the 26 months. Greetings, happy weekend to you. I hope you're doing well. Right, now there's a cool thing here. So it's a beautiful looking aircraft, very sleek. Mountain flyers, very, very fitting, I think. So you do have some options, animations. So interestingly enough, you can actually open the doors. So not only can you open and close it, you can actually adjust the amount of angle. And then you've got the door rear right. Look at that. That's neat, isn't it? Hey, greetings to Finland. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, and then you've got all the covers there, obviously. Very sexy looking rotor blades. Love the color. Very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Infotainment Experience.
Nightlong003, thank you so much for the 2 months. Welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you.
Now you can also have the pilots visible. Now I'm not too fond of that because oh, look at the movement of the wow. Look at the detail on that. That's really cool. Thank you so much, Nightlong, again. Greetings. Now I am using a new camera app which allows me to do different views very quickly, and here actually I can use my controller now to have to zoom around the aircraft as well. Quite nice, quite neat. And yes, you can have different viewpoints, obviously. I like the transitioning, so very smooth as well. And then yeah, you can have different viewpoint. Yeah, a little bit like Chase Plane. Yeah, a lot more intuitive, so it has a better UI, and yeah, it's more intuitive. That's all I can say, definitely. Yeah, beautiful. All right, now let me get rid of the camera anchor plates. Let me get rid of the engine covers, pitot covers, and we're going to leave the wheel shocks in for now. Good. That being said, let's hop into the flight deck here, and let's start up this beautiful machine. Yeah, I can talk about that if you want. I mean, literally all I have literally is just the it's not from Moser, it's from man, all these different hardware peripherals. Yeah, so really a hardware collective. The problem is now, again, I'm lucky enough to have a good mounting position here on my, Whirlpool, Captain Chaos, thank you so much. Yeah, it is Whirlpool, yeah. So I'm lucky enough to have a good mount for that. But otherwise, yeah, it's, you would have to check, see how I can mount it to a chair or something. But a collective is, for immersion reasons, is something, if you really want to, dive on, into proper helicopter flying, then you do need a collective, I think. Because otherwise it gets somewhat difficult. Now, I want to have the AVI tab. Where's my AVI tab? AVI tab, there it is. Okay, now, aircraft. And it does come with a checklist. So, now let me go with the... so initial covers, chocks... okay, wheel chocks remove as well. Okay, that way, I mean, park and brake is set, so shouldn't really have anything. Then let's get the chocks off as well. Wheel chocks removed. Cool. Hey, Gude, forward. Gude, you fly a lot of helicopters, right? And Sven, hey. Yeah, Sven, Grüße. Are you back from holiday? Yeah, so, I mean, helicopter flying, right? I'm not sure, Sven, if you ever flown helicopter, but yeah, that's something very unfamiliar to me. So this is definitely outside of my comfort zone, I could say. But that's a very sexy machine here. I like it. Very nice. You're back. Oh, nice. Okay, so Sven, so we have to get together regarding a shared cockpit. Only, well, I mean, that's a start. That's a start. Radio-controlled helicopter. But that would get me completely confused, to be honest. Good. Right, let's get back to the AVI tab. And a big shout out to Captain A320, guys. If you don't know him, make sure to check out his YouTube channel. And toggle tablet, here we go. All right, so doors. Let's... Yeah. Oh, we can actually do it that way. Nice. Hold on. So you can close the doors. Closed and locked. Nice, like it. So you can do that from the inside as well. Closed and locked. Nice. Cool. Then we have doors closed and locked. Landing gear lever is down. We have landing gear emergency lock lever. This one here is normal position. Park and brake on. Nose wheel lock on. This one I don't know where that is. Nose wheel lock. Where's the nose wheel lock? Oh, is it this one here? Hang on. This could be something like that. What's it say down here? Ha ha ha! Look, I found it. Nose wheel lock. How cool is that? So that would be off, and that is on. Nose wheel lock. Cool. Alrighty. Cyclic 6 centered position. So that's a cyclic. That's the name. So that's the collective. That's collective, and that is cyclic. Hey Lisa, wie geht's? Good. Collective lever full down. All switches controls confirm off guard at normal position. They are. All right. Master avionics switch. We go to the overhead panel here. Set to ground. So this would be norm. Actually, hang on. That's ground here. That's ground. Battery switch on. And then, oh, one thing I've noticed, I'm not getting the oral warnings here. I can hear the sounds of the helicopter, but I don't hear the oral warnings. Master radio. Is it under radios maybe? Aircraft interior. Oh. Yeah, but not master cautions. Ah, you won't get without the headsets on. Okay. Might as well put the headsets on. Yeah, you're right. Good. Press any key to continue. Another thing is, Conti, since you're the expert here, how do I get the map mode down here? I only get the PFDs, and I've seen that you can get the map mode. Oh, now I hear the. Oh, there we go. That was a master caution. Uh-oh. What did I do now? Nearest. After start. Okay. I hope I haven't done anything now. FT inhibit. GPS 1 fail. Oh no. All right. Good. Then we want to have the. Let's see. We're going to have the Gen Bus 1 and 2 switches on. And this aircraft is not that complicated. Initially, I thought, oh my god, it's going to take months to learn it, but it's not. It's actually not too bad. Gen 1 and 2 on. Cockpit lights as required. External power. Now, conduct if required. No, we're not required. So we'll leave the external power. Just battery start there. So we have the PFD, MFD displays on. Looking good. EDUs displays on. Engine display units. I'm not sure you can cycle through it before it. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Conti. We'll try that after engine start then. Right, EDU test. Now you can do some testing here if you wanted to. There's a menu, test menu.
Fire. Engine 1. Fire. Warning.
There we go. I could do that here as well for the test. And after 10 seconds, it will go back to normal. All right, so we've done the tests. ADU2 test. I'm abbreviating a bit. Now, order warning, that was on the overhead panel, I think it was. So, oh no, it was down here, wasn't it? Or was it up there? Oh no, down here. I just saw it. So, order warning. No, order warning, order warning. Next to handle. Which hey, that's a good one. Sorry, Abiyama, for laughing. What handle? There's so many handles. Yeah, no, the thing is, I've got Oreo warnings there, but that's just the settings itself. Yeah. But the test switch is somewhere else. Oh, there we go.
Test. Okay.
And then it just there. It's on the overhead panel, and you just hold that for a couple seconds.
Rotor. Low. Engine 1. Out. Engine 2. Out. Fire. Engine 1. Fire. Fire. Engine 2. Fire. Warning. Rotor. High. Autopilot. Autopilot. Engine. Idle. Overtorque. Airspeed. Landing gear. Decision height. 200 feet. Altitude.
Nice. Now, engine trim function. Govern 1 and 2 switches auto. Now, here we go. Those are on the collective. So you can switch them to manual, but they should be on auto, which they are. Engine 1 trim confirm correct operation. This one is, so this is kind of weird. So here you have the engine trim levers. So you have off, idle, flight, and max. Now you can use these switches to change the position of those, right? But they should be, of course, they should be aligned with flight. Here's the marker, so that's flight. Yeah, the position levels to the flight. Right, so the operation is there, and engine display units confirm number 1 and 2 PLA caution message suppressed. So there's no PLA message there, which is correct. Fire extinguisher bottle switches centered. This is on the overhead panel. Oops. So here, that's centered. The extinguisher covers on, static source switch normal, and guarded static source. Oh, pitot. Not sure. That's probably static source. Oh, that's heat conditioning. No. Oh, there we go. That's a static. So that's covered norm. Fantastic. Good. ELT switch in the arm position there. What, really, Captain Chaos? Those messages didn't sound dramatic enough. Okay. So main hydraulic servos down here, norm. Cabin ventilation as required. That's here. We won't really feel that. Landing gear lever indications. Make sure we have 3 green lights there. We do. Lamp switch, test and hold. Now it's on the overhead panel again, isn't it? Yeah. So then you can look at all of the warnings there. The lights, right, all illuminated. Fantastic. So the OAI is centered. Altimeter set. Well, to be honest, so I just bought it today, the Aura X camera, and it looks very nice. I mean, it's just a lot more intuitive, and I like the fact that you can simply, you know, get those pop-ups there, flybys, spotting. There's some fun stuff you can do, for example, right? And handheld, like little shake there, control tower view, yeah, spotting view, like I said. Auto cinematic. How cool is that? Especially for content creators. That's really nice to have. Look at that. Yeah, that's a bit like chase plane, isn't it? Like cinematic mode. Yeah, the menu stuff, you can do recordings. It even gives you a landing score. So yeah, really nice. It's a nice add-on. Yeah. Much more intuitive. I agree, Admiral. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Altimeters now. Let me see. Exclamation mark. METAR Innsbruck. So we have 1025. Now what we're going to do is going to press Baro and then select 1025. Set. And fuel quantity is here, 338309. Checked. Load share switch. That I don't know what that is and where that is. Just going to assume that's required. Now NR switch, this is here. So the NR switch is on the cyclic. So it has 3 positions. It has 100%, RPM 102, and auto. So the NR switch now should be set to 100%. Now rotor brake, that's up on the overhead panel. So the rotor brake is here. Now all we're going to do is
Warning.
Activate it, and then we will get the warning, and we can see the rotor brake is on, meaning the rotor will not turn. So not the ideal. I'm going to get the handle down again until that red button pops out, and make sure the rotor brake message is gone. Fantastic. Yeah, Ghost, the thing is, so this one here is actually quite nicely stabilized. So it's not that bad. Yeah. Good. Right, engine start. Woohoo, here we go. Already engine start. Now, ED1, confirm engine start page selected. So we have a look here. It says, well, main. Doesn't say start, but main. Here, oh, here it says start. Disregard. That's a 1. That's number 2. So we have start page selected. Good. A normal engine start. Good. Engine 1 started first. Now, Gen 1, Gen 2 switches. Oh, right. The pilot flying? Where does the pilot flag sit normally? I thought this was normal. The right-hand seat, no? For helicopters? Yeah, I think so, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure because the right-hand displays come on with battery power, so I'm pretty sure that's correct. So Gen 1, Gen 2 switches on. We have fuel valve switch down here. So valve 1, we open that, is in line. So fuel 1 pump on. Oh, actually for 2 we don't have 2 yet. Disregard. No, I'm a bit ahead of the checklist there. So number 2 still off. Good, just the number 1s. Right, caution, monitor engine start, and if any of the following occur, light up not attained within 15 seconds, abnormal noises are heard, TOT increases beyond start limits, hot start caution message is displayed, rotor has begun to rotate when N1 is 40, has not begun to rotate when N1 is 40%, N1 is here, engine hangs, so stagnation in N1 below 54%. Abort the engine start and shut the engine down by performing the aborted engine start procedure. Good. Engine 1 mode selector set to idle. Engine 1 mode. Ready? Let's go. Here's the target, the turbine gas temperature. The rotor starting to spin. Oh! Oh, that was the starter. I just thought the engine died. But no, all good. So the sounds are nice. Good, engine is stabilized. That engine oil temperature, pressure. So we have the oil pressure. So here's the pressure, looking good. Oil temperature now slowly rising. Now transmission pressure. Guess it's here, right? Transmission pressure. Oh no, this one here. Sorry, transmission. Exmission pressure is green. Engine starter is off. And then the 1 DC gen caution message suppressed. Yeah, so the 2 DC gen is still on, but the 1 DC gen is off. Fantastic. Oh yeah, but the sorry, with the overlay. Yeah. Hang on. Sorry for that. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, we're in X-plane now. There we go. And let's do that as well. There we go. Better. Thank you. And of course, if we're not in Microsoft Flight Sim, we're also in X-plane 12. There we go. Right. Expletive. Thank you so much. Right, that should have fixed it. Good. We have main hydraulic. Oops, main hydraulic. Yeah, that's here. Rising. Utility system. Charge. All good. N2 idle. Engine mode set to flight. So engine mode selector 1 set to flight. Oh. wrong way. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh no. Oh. I was too quick. Come on, flight. Idle. Oh no, we shut it down accidentally. Fail. That's the thing with this. Sometimes it shows you the positioning and then it shows both. Right, let's see. Let's start it up again. Start. Ignition. Well, we hope we've got a hot start now. Ay, 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 ay. All good. Now let's hope this time I find the right direction here. Okay, so in here. Yeah, flight. There we go. So this and now it gets the RPM to flight RPM. So N2 and R, make sure it's stabilized 100%. It is. Sounds good, yeah, I like them. Now, engine 2 start. Ensure that the secondary engine pages as N2 increases, blah, blah, blah. Done that. And then repeat engine 1 start for engine 2. Right. Idle. Start. Battery discharge, that's normal. Yeah, I mean 2 engines. Let's get the headset on. 2 engines for safety reasons. Uh-oh. Oh, fuel. You see, that's why I wanted to switch that off. Switch it on earlier, because otherwise I don't forget. Helicopter flying is difficult. Well, we just motored the engine. So this is how you motor the engine to get the temperature, the turbine gas temperature lower.
Warning.
So that way, that way you guys know that already. Now we're in business.
Warning.
Right, there we go, looking better. Ethos fan, interesting. Right, that's stable. Let's get this to flight as well.
Good night, Blackbox.
Ted, good night to you. Thank you so much, Ted. Have a great weekend. Greetings. Right, I'm just going to wait for the torque to come up as well and stabilize. Now, let me just see my Moser flight stick. Make sure I have the right profile active. Yeah, I do. I can feel slight vibration in the collective here. Crazy feeling. Good. So engine parameters, oil's heating up. Parameters looking good. Now transmission limits. Battery confirm on. It is on. External power wasn't used. N2 and R stabilized 100%. It is. Master avionics set to norm. Copilot, MFD, PFD, check on. Testing, press any button. Quick start, quick start. Now also for X-Plane, I have to say that the displays look sharp. They really do. So I'm currently here. Fantastic. Looks really good. Yeah, main utility charging. I would say that's normal. And then let's go to the next page. Yeah, that was for quick engine start. We don't need that. Then we have also the aborted engine start, dry motoring. We've seen that. Yeah, we already done that, so you know how to do that. That's good. Now, hydraulic system. Norm confirm makes small cyclic clockwise collective and pedal movements. Pressure drops must equal both systems and 1 and 2 and should not exceed 70 psi. So let's have a look. You see how... Yeah. So we have very small hydraulic fluctuations. Right, and then switch to servo 2 off. There we go. So hydraulic 2 is off. Servo 2 is displaced. So we do that again. Make sure there's no larger drops. Looking good. I should not see 70 psi. It didn't. And then do the one for servo 1 off. I'm gonna wait for the normalization here. So servo 1 is off. Here's the pressure. See the helicopter moving ever so slightly. And back to norm. Cross-feed valve switch auto bar vertical. There we go. That's auto. This would be open. This is auto. Yeah, I'm going to skip the fuel pump stuff here. All good, all good. I want to get flying. Now, inverter switches. Yeah, so these are all checks for electrical stuff, etc. Right, here we got some stuff here to check regarding some caution panels. Make sure that they are on the same systems. We do that for all of the GPS as well. Same GPS and air data unit. Yeah, all good. ADU. It's a lot of checks. GPS. Now, we're going to make sure we have the PFD right hand side. Autopilot 1, autopilot 2 off. The rest is all off. PRCY trim off. So autopilot's on and off. Working. Well, displays look good to me as well right now. So pitot heat, we switch on the pitot heats real quickly. Have a look at the power check, auxiliary, electrics here. So 91 amps. So we switch them off again. And now the 85 amps. So that's positive. Now communication frequencies, we'd do that here now if we were online or something. ADIs. I'll set that also to 1025 millibars. Set. Here we have the magnetic DGs, the direct, what's it called, magnetic or is it was GG direct gyro or something? But they should be on magnetic, which they are. Right, verify QNH 1025 set, VSIs, vertical speed indications all 0, 0, looking good. Radar altimeter between 0 and 5. 0 and R switch. Now set to auto. And I can see that's at 101 RPM per percent. Yeah, now stabilizes at 102, which it does. Now put it to 102%. It does stay at 102. And now we put it back to auto. Good. If it's all as required. We'll leave everything as is. Cool. Right, now one thing I want to try. There's a trim switch for the collective. Okay. For the cyclic, not collective, cyclic. Right before takeoff checks, cockpit lights as required. Position anti-collision lights check. Let's have a look. Let's get some lights on here. Position light on. Anti-collision light should have been on anyways. Daytime. Looking good. Taxi lights. Let's have some strobe lights. Doesn't have strobe lights. And right, let's get some ventilation on here. Let's get econ on. Get some fresh air here. Okay, nice. Explained official. Thank you so much for the post here. So next time, next updates at some point in the future, developers will have the option to get the displays sharper. Nice. Yeah, I've already heard about that a couple of weeks ago. And that sounds promising, yeah. But like I said many times before, X-Plane 12 has really evolved nicely. And so it does look great. Love it. Cool. Performance continues to increase as well, which is good. I think we can go fly, shall we? Finally. Right, Peter heat not required. Is an auto NR. When engine torque limiter is enabled, the AO engine total torque is limited combined by to 20%. Okay. When engine operative, torque limit remains 162. Torque limit push button, torque limiter function, parking brake off. Right, let's get into the parking brake. Parking brake is off. And parking brake on caution message is gone. Warning, cautions, just autopilot off, the rest is good. Let's go here. ECS vent on. Actually, let's go to main. Looking good. Love the vibration here, look at that. Cool. There we go. Ground taxing, etc., etc. So let's try this, shall we? Here we go. Here goes nothing. So one thing I found already here, it shows you if you have the cyclic centered. So if you have the green dot here, I'm not sure if you can see that here. That means then it's centered. So then we just slowly lift the collective. And make sure the aircraft slowly lifts off. And then once we're airborne, we're going to make sure we control it. Look at that. Careful now. Let's increase the collective some more. Let's go forward. And I would say we're flying. Low level, but we're flying, right? No, we're not. And now we're flying. love the control here. The stabilization. And one thing is so weird, you probably can't see it, but the stick, yeah, you can see it, it's vibrating. That feedback is crazy. It's something I've not witnessed before yet. It's not much, so when you hold the stick there, it's ever so slightly, but great. Right, let's put the gear up, shall we? We're doing 72 knots. Now, one thing I want to look at is the flight path vector. Same thing as in the aircraft that we fly. Get it to the horizon, and then you won't climb. And obviously the speed is increasing, so I can put the collective down ever so slowly. Oh yeah, one thing, yeah, it's just one of those things. So if I put the Toby on head tracking, oh, hang on, just takes a few seconds. There we go. Now I need to put that. Now I can use Toby to look around. Which is nice. And then once you're like 100 knots, of course, you can fly just like an aircraft. So you would bank, add a bit of rudder to keep that ball centered. Okay, I'm going to slow down a bit here. Lovely ski jump there. So I've lowered the collective. I'm trying to maintain altitude, and that way the speed bleeds off. Now I'm going to add a bit of collective again, add a bit of rudder. And this is a lot easier to fly than the good old kind of, unstabilized helicopters. Add a bit left rudder there. That's great. Right, let's see if we can get a bit faster, shall we? Just gonna add a bit collective there, point the noise down. And let's go. And like I said, you can just get the collective to the position you want.
Caution, terrain.
And I can trim a bit as well from time to time, but I mean, that feels nice, to be honest. That feels very smooth and yeah, and that vibrating cyclic, it's just crazy. 140 knots, look at that. Nice. Let's do a flyby. Oh yeah. Does anyone know if they have some helipads somewhere up in the mountains or something, or
Caution.
with
Terrain.
the Orbix scenery? Because I know there's a hospital at least down in Innsbruck where you can helipads are for the week. Land somewhere in the Alps. So this is what I mean when I deactivate the Tobii eye tracker, and then I move my head. Right, it kind of vibrates, so it tries to stick in place, but it sees my movements, the head movements, and it's kind of interferes a bit. So that's something I'm not too happy about. But let's get the Tobii eye tracker on again. Man, looks great. I would have to say, this is really enjoyable. Completely new to me. Nate, why are you guys stressed out? I don't understand. So still climbing. Obviously, $4,000 feet. So bleeding off a bit of just monitoring the engine instruments there. I don't want to overpower anything. N1 92%. Temperature's looking good. So wow, very powerful. Look at that, almost 5,000 feet here. Beautiful. Man, I mean, this is nice. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll go to Axams, okay? Let me see if I can land somewhere near Axams. Circling 08. Is that with the native Tobii integration? No, so I'm using Aura X, so not X camera. I've taken X camera out of the plugins folder. So this is the new X Aura or Aura X.
Terrain.
But yeah, I had the same issue with X camera. Let's slow down a bit. All right, let's land somewhere just outside of the village there. Now really just slow down here. And lose altitude. Bad combination.
Warning. Rotor high.
So rotor high means that the tail rotor is got a high RPM compared to the main rotor, I would imagine. Oh, ay. And R is a bit low. Okay. So you got to be careful. This needs a lot of practice. There's a nice field right in the middle there. Let's try to land there, okay? So let's see if for some reason we have to land right in that middle field there. One thing I found really difficult as well is visibility, right? Try to see. Careful with the power lines there. I picked a really difficult spot to land on. And then you always have the issue regarding regarding the downdraft of your rotor. Can I do it? It's a tight spot there. Okay, let's take the let's take the field. Here is a nice field. Let's take this one. Oh, there's another power line. No, no. Why do we choose these fields with power lines? Alright, let's try this one there. Oh, gear! Ay. Gear. Gear's coming down. 3 greens.
feet.
Yeah, thank you.
Sink rate.
Oh! Ah!
Up. Engine 2. 5. Warning. Full. Up.
Too late. So that was the downwash of the rotors. Yeah. And that gets me butter. That gets me so often. But nice animation, right? My back, yeah, mine as well. I've had this in DCS as well, with the Apache especially. So you got to be so careful. So you always have to have some sort of forward movement to not get into your own downwash of your rotors. It's difficult. It really is difficult. Right. Let's. Yeah, I mean that's X-Plane, right? And that's what I mean with you know, the comparisons between X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. It's just you don't get that in Microsoft Flight Sim. At least I've not witnessed that. So let's see. Get the park brake on. So the good thing is we've got engines running. That's great. I was afraid that we have to start up again. Or do we? Oh no, they are off. Let me try something else. Let me try to spawn on the runway. With engines running. Customize. Start with engines running. Let's go with the position there. Start me flying. Nate, remember when we were stressed? Yeah, I think for good reason then. But like I said, it's and I guess that, I mean, that's realistic, isn't it? So you have to practice that. Here we go. Oh, now I have the map mode as well. Nice. Nice reflection there as well. Cool. Excellent. Right, brakes off. Round 2. Let's go. Oh, this is a new one. Big map there. Okay, cool. All right, clear takeoff. takeoff's easy.
Landing gear.
Yeah,
Landing gear.
on purpose.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Caution. Terrain.
Is the head tracking okay for you guys? Because I know some people complain
Caution. Terrain.
sometimes about head tracking. I hope it's bearable. Yeah, I mean, yeah, watching me here fly the helicopter is probably not the best thing. I think I see a helipad. But I don't know if you should risk it. The visibility here. I don't know how the heli pilots do it. How do they maintain the visual contact where they want to land? So here's, for example, there's the. Oh no, it's not. I thought there was the heli. Where's the hospital? Open the window, or yeah, maybe not a bad idea actually, but. Oh, there it is. There's the helipad. Yeah, I found it. There it is. So I wonder, I mean, normally I guess what we do is maybe get into a hover and then just kind of position the landing spot to the right of you and then just, you know, move in that way. Now I've lost the oh, it's right below me, is it? Oh, there it is. Look. So yeah, how will we get here? Oh, now I'm in my own jet wash again, am I? Yeah, sorry guys. Try again. Going around. Ah, this is not easy, guys. I'm trying not to get into my own downwash again. Oh, come on.
Sync rate.
No! That's
Full
true.
up. Sync rate.
There we go. So you got to get some sideward
Caution.
motion again.
Terrain.
Whew. We've got to have that stall. Yeah, you got to get moving again. Otherwise, gears coming down. Right, let's see this. I want to nail this. Come on. I'm too fast again. Come on. No. Forward. How do you do this? Forward is a good heli pilot here. Don't know how he does it. And I mean, the heli pilots, right? They do it so. They come in so fast sometimes, and then they just yank around the helicopter and land it. I mean, I honestly don't know how they do it. No!
200 feet.
So close! Now just let it down. Let it down. Come on. We've got this. We've got this. Hey! Well, forget the touchdown. Forget the touchdown. Oh!
Now that's how pros do it.
Easy. Good enough. I mean, come on. I mean, well, I don't know about this touchdown rate. It wasn't 400 feet per minute. Come on. Survived. Good enough. I agree. I'm actually pleased with that. How cool is that? So let's just taxi forward a bit, can we? So collect a cyclic forward. Yeah, look at that. You can taxi. Well, they don't look pleased. Come on, give me a break. That was good. Right, so parking brake on. And then I guess, would you put this to idle or something? Ja, ja, ich höre dich. Right, there we go. Just told my wife how proud I am that I've landed this helicopter. So we would... Man, I'm so pleased, to be honest.
Warning.
Right, let's go. Yeah, the stretchers for the pilots, exactly. Right. RPMs are looking good. Right. Let's get on the brakes. Park brake released. Let's go again. Slowly with the collective. Slowly raising the collective. And then trying to feel the aircraft lift off. There we go. And then we go backwards. Oh, this is cool. I love this add-on. This is really cool. Okay, it's gonna...
Caution. Terrain. Caution. Terrain. Caution.
Which
terrain.
mountain? Really powerful engines. Surprised how look at the climb rate, 2,000 feet per minute, keeping the speed constant. Crazy. Wow. The tallest one. I'm really impressed. I have to say, really impressed with this add-on. Very nice.
A gift from me to you.
Avimar,
Enjoy the gift itself.
thank you so much, my god. Avimar, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, and all those that just be gifted. Please say a big thank you to Avimar. Thank you so much, Avimar. That's really kind of you. Oh my god, thanks for the support. So, Avimar, have I maybe ignited your passion as well for helicopters? Oh, this thing is so performant. Look at that. Crazy. Just don't look at the gas bill. Yeah, I mean, in that sense, any flying is expensive. Now, one thing I want to see if how can I trim? So if I trim. Look at that, 5,000 feet, 5,500 actually. Wow, we're climbing so fast, crazy. Are we gonna? No, I don't even know. Is there a menu, a special menu for failures? Operations, chocks, options, extra. No. Options, controls. I don't know, can you? Just turn off the engine. I don't know. I don't know. Anyone else know an X-plane here? Like you have in Microsoft Flight Sim, special missions. Are there any add-ons for that? You know, like a rescue mission here in the Alps or... Well, you would need a stick that you can, you know, have this, yeah, the centering off. $8,000 feet, crazy. Incredible. Look at the engine temperatures. All looking good. Yeah, if you have the option to remove springs from your stick, if you have something like that, then yeah, why not? Right, here's a nice peak. Now we can't land up here, obviously, but we can at least try to hover around it, shall we? But I guess it's pretty windy up here. Now let's do some flying here. Yeehaw. Fast descent. Man, I have to... Yeah, it's so much fun. It's crazy. Look at that, 150 knots. Nuts. Yeah, again, I'm wondering, anyone know, is there no add-ons? Especially for, like, you know, having these missions? Almost max speed, 165-ish? That's the maximum speed. Oh, thank you, Ghost. Hang on, let me just click the link. Ghost, thank you so much for looking. I appreciate that very much. XP career. Okay. Yeah, I'll have a look. See, right, careful with the speed. Wow, we're so fast. Trying to get down to the airport.
Caution terrain. Caution terrain.
Slightly higher in profile. But I don't want to lower the collective even more because of the rotor speed. Now we can use the replay function. If I make a good landing, we can use that. Don't forget the landing gear. This is something that I guess the real pilots have to look out for as well. Not really used to the fact that you have helicopters with gear. Right, gears down 3 green. So what I normally see at airports is helicopters coming in to land. They kind of, you know, use an ILS.
200 feet.
And then they would kind of hover over the runway. And then they get the clearance to taxi, kind of air taxi to the apron. One thing I find very difficult is trying to figure out the, you know, the RPM. So how much pull you have to give the collective. Well, that seems to be right. 92%. The wind is from the left now. So the cool thing is, once you have gained a little bit of experience and a little bit of you know, muscle memory, yeah, 176, you see what I mean? It's getting better. And then one thing I find cool as well, you can taxi the helicopter. So the nose will lock us off. I mean, how cool is that? Great stuff. Oh, wow. So, I have to say, this is fun. Great add-on. Brake is set. Now I'm going to go into the menu here. I'm going to switch off the head tracking this way.
Good night, Black Box.
Ghost, good night to you. Have a great weekend. Yeah, I'm going to be back on Monday, guys. So Monday, and let you know what we're up to then. But very enjoyable, man. That was very cool. Very, very cool flight. Right, let's do the shutdown quickly. Habitat, toggle tablet. Right, so ground taxiing, takeoff, in-flight, approach landing. Ja, da war's. Dankeschön fürs Zuschauen. Right, hang on. Where's my shutdown? Shutdown, there we go. No swivel lock is not on yet. Hang on. That was... Oh. So that's here. That's now on. Park brake is on. Collective lever confirmed fully down. Yeah, it's fully down. Cyclic stick and pedals. Make sure they're all centered. Yeah, pretty much centered. That's good. Engine 1 and 2 mode switches. Idle. And then to off. If necessary, engine may be shut down directly from flight.
Rotor, low.
Yeah.
Warning.
Fuel pump 1 and 2 set to off. Fuel pumps off. Fuel valve 1 and 2 closed. Closed. Crossfeed auto. Rotor brake apply below 40% NR. So right now we're at 60 NR, so we've got to wait a little bit more. Interesting that they spool down so slow. I would have thought that would happen a bit quicker. Now we're below 40. Now we can put the rotor brake on. And now the rotors will stop turning a lot quicker. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So then miscellaneous switches off, lol. What does that mean? Miscellaneous switches off. Right, ventilation light off. Put this to ground. Inverter 1 and 2 switches off. Off. External lights off. Cockpit lights. Rotor brake lever. Full down, full forward. Battery Gen 1 all off at 0%. Yeah, N1 0%. So I'm going to take all of these off. And that's it. Battery off. Post flat check. Nice. Cool. Huh? Oh, hang on. This I didn't put that to off, did I? Put it to EPU. Now it's off. There we go. Now finished. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't notice any bad FPS or anything. So from what other people have been reporting regarding the latest beta update. So look at that, nice, nice spotting camera there. And oh, you can even do vibration stuff here with the engine vibration, ground roll vibrations. So dynamic effects, I have them on. I didn't really notice much in that regard. Air brakes, flaps, overspeed, main gear, nose brake. Okay, yeah. Oh, and oh, you want to do a replay? Hang on. Let me go replay of that landing. So let's go flight. I'm not sure if it works, by the way. I haven't tried this yet. So let's try that. Oh, that looks so realistic. Tower view. Crazy. Now it had auto zoom. I wouldn't say it's easy, but I think, you know, I'm not the fastest learner, okay? But I actually have to say that after a couple of minutes, well, let's say maybe half an hour, I did start to get the feeling for how much collective I need, and you know, so how much power really, or how much angle of attack on the rotor blades I need, because it's just, you know, the RPM literally remains the same, or it's automatic here, so you just need to change the pitch of the rotor blades with the collective. So we did fall down a little bit at the end, but now I wonder. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, let's try that. Oh my god, hang on. I'm starting to like the app, the Aura X camera app. You can even see the collective move, the inputs that I made. Back a little bit more, hold on. Look at the reflections. Crazy good. Wow. I always, I thought I was down already. I didn't realize I was still like, half a meter up. And then I load the I load the collective. I didn't realize it was like that. How weird. Yeah. I thought there was down, like. Okay, so that's definitely room for improvement. Man, I have to say, this is great. This is really cool. Yeah. And I'm really pleased we actually made it up here. And you can actually land here physically. Great stuff. Enjoying it. So then we messed about a bit. Move forward a bit. Nice. Avima, yeah, I'll show that in a minute. Hang on. I'm really surprised. It looks so good, and I like the camera app. Absolutely crazy. Now you can do photo record, so photographs or recording as well. How cool is that? And then you can also record these. That's crazy. So like so now I'm recording. Cool. You think so, Peter? You think I've passed? Yeah, I'm pleased. Not gonna lie, I'm pleased that it went that well. Nice. All right, cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little excursion there with the helicopter. I'm going to try and see if there are some missions, because I think that could be quite a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, and then of course we've got DCS as well at some point. Maybe fly the Huey, the Teppichklopfer. Yeah, we will see. Big thank you again to Aviamar. Thank you so much, my friend, for gifting the 5, and earlier on Nate as well to you. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy, hopefully, the nice weather. Enjoy the World Cup. The entire. Thank you so much for watching as well. Hope you're doing good, and yeah, happy weekend to you as well. Guys, thank you so much. My dear moderators, as always, thank you so much for helping out, and yeah, looking forward to the next stream on Monday. See you soon, guys. Here comes the outro. Good night. Oh, hang on. Sorry, Avimar. Someone was asking before we go. Hold on. Before we go. What? The settings. Graphic settings. Sorry. Here we go. FIPS pilot. Yeah, Avimar. So I'm not sure. So these are my current settings. That's what I'm using. And like I said, I had 60 FPS there. Yeah. Avimar, thank you. Good night, everyone. Take care. See you soon.